Hello, Scorpio. Welcome to your weekly reading for August 28th to September 3rd. This is for Scorpio Sun and Scorpio Rising. And if you're new to my channel, I do a traditional cult across spread. I also use astrology and my guides to help bring a lot more clarity, to get more specific and detailed with your reading, Scorpio. I do this because I love you. I want you to feel like it's a personal reading, as if we are here one-on-one rather than a general spread. Lastly, Scorpio, I use astrology because it brings a lot more depth to your readings. Now, speaking of astrology, this is going to be a week. I'm not going to lie. This is going to be a pretty interesting week. This is the week of the full moon in Pisces. But leading up to that, over the weekend, the sun opposed Saturn. And so that's a challenging aspect. It happens once a year, just to let you know. The last time it happened was in August 14th, 2022. And so you could even think around that time, like some of the things that you felt pressured around, some of the things that may just been like really challenging in your life at that time. I mean, the planets were in different places, but just to give you an idea. But this is really interesting. Okay, out of all the signs, this is very interesting because I feel like there's going to be something that you're outgrowing, something that is the universe is kind of just squeezing something that you used to like out of your life because you've probably just outgrown it at this point, or you've had this moment of clarity where, okay, this no longer brings me pleasure. Remember, Venus is retrograde in Leo. There's a lot of things that are making you just get really cerebral at this point. Now, Sun opposing Saturn. The reason why I say that is because Saturn is in Pisces. For you, that's in your fifth house, okay, of pleasure, also of love and romance, creativity, self-expression. So considering the fact that Jupiter and Uranus are in your seventh house of partnerships and relationships, for some of y'all, it could be some, heightened emotions around partnerships and relationships. Okay. I mean, it can be work or career. Okay. Can be, work, career, business, or even like, partnerships in terms of love at home. So keep that in mind. Now, what else is happening is that Mars enters Libra on Monday. This is big. This is absolutely really big. When I say you're going to be really in your head, Mars entering Libra, first, Mars, as you know, is the ruling planet of Aries. The god, Aries comes from the god of war. Mars is a very aggressive planet, okay? So we're thinking war, and then Libra, the planet of peace. So do the math. Mars does not like being in Libra. And it's not a bad thing. I mean, Mars is in detriment in Libra, but it's just allowing you to step up a little bit more, to really take drive and ambition right now, to also be very graceful, very diplomatic, being the peacemaker in situations where you may feel things are a little like full throttled, okay? Now, Mars in Libra is in your 12th house. So, the 12th house is the subconscious, okay? It's not only the subconscious, it's intuition, it's dreams. Pay attention to your dreams for the next few months. Yes, seriously, they could be telling you things, okay? Y'all are one of the most intuitive signs. You could be getting all these spiritual downloads, like intuitive downloads. Keep that in mind, all right? Because remember what I said. Saturn is in Pisces, Neptune is in Pisces, and then we have that full moon in Pisces, all in your fifth house. Okay? And so this is leading up to the full moon in Pisces on Wednesday. So Mars in Libra, again, it is going to be a time where just try to find that balanced energy, balance those energies, those dualities, should anything come up, all right? But what it's showing for me for this week, it looks like there is something, again, that you are going to possibly it's going to be like a release or like a sense of relief, okay, about something that has been challenging you. And it's like during this full moon, where full moons bring closure, it's like, hello, bye-bye, okay? Keep that in mind. And then Mars in Libra, like I said, that's going on till October. And I really want you to pay attention to this because this is really leading up to the eclipse that we have in October 15th in Libra. All right, so keep an eye on that. And obviously, we're gonna, talk about Mars and Libra, in a couple of readings before we get there, because it is going to be very active. The 28th, Uranus goes retrograde. So at this point, we have 7 out of 8 planets retrograde. The entire solar system is taking a nap. They're all in their weakened state, other than Mars. That's why keep an eye on Mars, because Mars is in your subconscious. Subconscious is where, I think I said this in your last reading. It's where we store our memories. It's where any fear or anxiety or stress or any of those low energy frequencies, they all live in your subconscious. So it's a matter of connecting, that balance also from the conscious, being aware of those things, unrooting them, okay? So you can get a lot closer to your super conscious, which is love. It's love transcending time and space itself. It is, divinity. It's everything. It's everything. It's enlightenment. Okay. Now that full moon in Pisces, again, this is very interesting full moon in Pisces. It is going to be, remember, Saturn is opposing this sun still. All right. So, and then Neptune is opposing Mercury and Mars, and Neptune is retrograde in Pisces. So this is a very spiritually active full moon. This is going to be one of those where you're going to go really deep, and you could possibly, again, have some clarity around something that brings you pleasure, brings you fun, or did, okay? Did. Or clarity in terms of relationships, clarity in terms of even family activities, or even your own creativity and the way that you express yourself. You could see some big profound changes around this time. This is a blue moon. This is the second full moon we have this month. This one's big. Okay, it's really big, and it can be a confusing day because Neptune is kind of making everything a little bit foggy. So it really is, again, find that balance and really tune in to your intuition. All right, your inner voice, your inner, what is it? Your higher self too. Okay, that too. Just really, really dig deep at this point, because you're gonna want to get rid of, release some things that are holding you back. And this is the perfect time with all these planets retrograde. Really going deep at this time, being very introspective. So. With that said, Scorpio, let's just go ahead and get started. Let's see what's going on for you, okay? Let's see what's going on for you for this week. August 28th to September 3rd. Again, this is for Scorpio Sun and Scorpio Rising. And if you want to read for your Moon, your Venus, all those other placements, and I would highly recommend it, especially because there's been so much activity in your career. Venus is in Leo, in your 10th house of career. By the way, Venus goes direct next week. Can I get a heck yeah? Okay. The other thing is, obviously, because it is a powerful full moon in Pisces, I'd recommend reading for your moon as well. But let's go ahead and get started, Scorpio. See what's going on for you for this week, August 28th to September 3rd. Now, Pisces, like I said earlier, well, first, you can see my guest house here. My dog is joining me. The first time in several weeks. And I think in your readings, the first time in a long time, so she takes up all my table space. I'm going to make do here. Secondly, I don't want you to be afraid of Saturn. Saturn is a malefic planet. Saturn is going to be challenging the sun. It is going to be pretty, pretty strenuous. There could be something, honestly, in the first week of, first half of the week, there could be something about friendships, all right? There could be something, maybe you have a fight or an argument or not seeing eye to eye with friends, or a social group you belong to, organization you belong to. There could be something there, especially if you're Scorpio rising. Remember, these aspects will affect Scorpio risings a lot more than Scorpios, but all Scorpios will feel it. And, the reason I say that, again, is... well, because we are in Virgo season, and that is the sun in Virgo and Mercury in Virgo in your 11th house, which is your social network and groups you belong to, organizations you belong to. But in any case, let's get started. Let's see what's going on. You've really been working on yourself, Scorpio. You've really been working. Good for you. Good for you. Now, when I say you're going to be in your head this week, you are definitely going to be in your head. There is going to be a sense of something that you holding you back, and you're being aware of it. Okay, just reach out for support. Okay, if you need it, if you need people to talk to, reach out. You have a big support system that you can reach out to. Now, the reason I say that is because you can see here that you got all these swords, but let's go ahead and get started. You got the 10 of swords, but it came in your past, so this is actually great. It is saying that, Scorpio, y'all have been going through it. Y'all have been going through the ringer, okay? And it's at this point where you're just like, I've got to, some of this thing, I've got to end it. I've got to end it. All right. 10 is the end of the suit, right? 1 0 equals 1. You can also see what I'm going to point out here is that this is actually the card of New Dawn. So those dark clouds are actually clearing to let the sunlight through. Okay. To let the sunlight through. All right. The sun's coming out. Now you can see this poor man impaled by all these swords. All right. So it is a hard card, but it came in your past. Okay. It came in your past. So it also depends on what day you see this reading. I want you to see this as, look at a man, look at his hand gesture. The hand gesture is the same as a Hierophant, okay? So that blessings that you get, but it's almost like everything that you've gone through, and I'm getting a lot of fight energy. You could have been having a lot of not seeing eye to eye. I'm not gonna lie, there's some of that there, but for most Scorpios, it really is just up here. There's been a lot of big questions you've been asking. There's been a lot of situations you've been in with, it could have been tug of war-ish. It really is learning from those situations to move forward, okay? If you can learn from everything that has been challenging, if you can release them, if you can come to terms with them, make peace with them. Remember, Mars being in Libra, all about making peace with all these like aggressive things, you're gonna be fine, okay? As you move into this next chapter in your life, all right? That is what this card is for. If you can learn from everything that's been challenging, you'll never have to go through it again because you've already learned the process. You've already learned what to expect, okay? So learn from it. Don't take any of that for granted. Don't just say, whew, I'm glad that's over, and, just go back to eating your ice cream and, watching The Lincoln Lawyer, whatever it is, right? Learn from the things that have been challenging and ask yourself, why did that happen? Why did that happen? What do I have to learn from it? What was the universe trying to tell me? And then there you go. You've graduated, and now you're on to level 2, right? 40, 60, wherever you are in your path to enlightenment. All right. Now look what's happening here. You got Temperance in the heart of your spread. So Scorpio, come on. You've been working. I love it. Y'all are amazing. I'm going to cry. Y'all, you've been working on yourself. This is really great. Look, you see that? You remember your last week's reading? You got Temperance in your final outcome? Now it's in the heart of your spread this week. So good for you. Temperance is saying, remember what I said all about that balance? This is what that is. Temperance is making that balance in your life, okay? Having that balance in your life. And this is not only your physical reality, like, ask yourself, am I spending way too much time, with my friends at the tennis courts, not enough time, with the kids? Am I spending way too much time at work, not enough time with, my partner? Do you know what I mean? Like, finding that balance. Seems like that's starting to like shape for you, especially because you did get Temperance and the heart of your spread this week. If not, make that effort, okay? Make that effort. It's also within, okay? It's all about that balance, just to have that final outcome, okay? Temperance, formerly known as the alchemist, because Temperance, if you think about Temperance, let's take it back to its Latin root, okay? Temperare actually meant to mix, right? So hence alchemist. So this is taking all those things and mixing them, right? Think of a cook. The fine, the perfect balance of all the ingredients for the perfect recipe, the perfect outcome, okay? Find that balance. Find that balance of what consider your life like, you know, a chicken pot pie. Okay, you got to make every portion, like every ingredient is perfectly balanced. Okay, a cake, whatever you're gonna make. All right, this is your life. I don't know why I'm making this analogy for your life, but you get what I'm saying here. But this is really great because it's also all about self restraint. It's also saying, okay, it is retrograde season. I'm aware of that. I'm aware that things are not going to move as fast as I want them to. I'm not going to let that bother me. The things that I want, they're going to happen. And I know they're going to happen because I have confidence they're going to happen. I'm going to enjoy the ride. You know, be aware step by step, every step of my journey, and soak everything in and have that gratitude for everything that's already in my life. Now, you got the Emperor, but you got the Emperor in your challenge area. Okay, so here's two things that are coming up. Looking at your entire spread here, one is there is a sense of some of y'all who are, I mean, you know, it's not easy saying this, Scorpio. It's not easy saying this, but there could be a sense of y'all this week, some of y'all, especially with that pressure that's coming from the sun opposing Saturn, where you could be in a place where you're really not the most. People may look at you as like, like you may be abusing your power. Okay, I'm not. This is just. I'm reading the cards. All right, I don't kill the messenger. So you may be in a place where it could be like. You could be really, really. Again, I think it may be from the pressure of the sun opposing Saturn. It is a hard time, okay? So it could put you in a place where you are being very, like, you know, finger waggy and very demanding and very, you know, like check your ego, right? Check your ego. All right. So again, don't kill the messenger. Just reading the cards for y'all and listen to my guides as well. So keep that in mind. Remember, it's all about that balance. It's all about being very diplomatic. Mars is your, you know, ancient ruler. You know that, right? So you do have familiarity with Mars. All right. So bring that balance in. All right. Bring that balance in. Okay, especially subconscious and conscious. I said that from the way beginning, all right, just having that awareness, okay, which is a combination of awareness and clarity. You can even see her foot in the water, foot on the ground, all right. There's that balance, foot in the water. That pool is the collective unconscious, okay, and then foot in the ground, reality, physical realm. So keep that in mind. Balance is just really key this week. The second thing that's coming up is that there could be someone that is quite, I don't want to say, like, someone in your life could be really hard on you, and that could be really testing you and your way of you know, reacting. Okay, consider, you know what, it really is going to be the first half of the week that you may feel this. All right, that's why this full moon in Pisces may be really good for you. Okay, to have that release, have that sense of relief as well. The Emperor, by the way, is ruled by Aries, whose ruler is Mars. Okay, so again, that is going to be a thing that you're up here and you're just going to be like a lot's just going to be going on. Kind of like psychological warfare too. Some of y'all may be just so deeply rooted, like, in your subconscious. Now, the other thing that I was going to say, and it may have to do with partnerships. I'm not going to lie. Okay, that is a message that's coming through. Partnerships or relationships. Now, the other thing that I was saying is that there could be someone in your world that is causing you that. Someone who is like very like iron fisty, okay? Someone who is abusing their power. Someone who is really, really just not being cool around you. So remember to, this is testing you, all right? This is what Saturn does too, by the way. And I've been saying it every sign, so I don't want you to miss out on this. Saturn, imagine Saturn throwing a pie in your face, all right? What are you going to do, Scorpio? What are you going to do, all right? Are you going to fight back? No. No, Saturn is testing you. Saturn is a planet of responsibility. It's a taskmaster planet. Saturn is the planet of tough love, of hard knocks. And so you're going to sit there and you're going to grin and bear it, or you're going to, like, ha ha ha, like whatever you do, Saturn is testing you right now to see how you are going to overcome these challenges, to see how you are going to handle these situations, because at the end of it all, Saturn is karma. And so this is your karma. And so if you can get through all these challenges that Saturn throws at you and all the hardships, you get rewarded. All right? So keep that in mind. Now, Queen of Swords and your crown. So it does look like you are going to be very headstrong this week. So that's why the Emperor in the root of your spread could go both ways. It could be you that's just like, or someone else in your life that is just like, all right. So Queen of Swords, I really love the Queen of Swords, by the way. She is very headstrong. She's left all emotions at the door. You see no water in this card whatsoever, right? And so really leaving emotions at the door now, because you don't want your emotions to cloud your judgment, okay? That's why, again, how are you going to respond? How are you going to be reactive to certain situations this week? However, the good news is that the Queen of Swords, well, before I even get to that, Queen of Swords is Libra, by the way. So once again, Queen of Swords in your crown, you being up here, okay? A lot. There's going to be a lot of activity in your head this week, okay? But the good news is it's finding that fairness, that balance. Her being Libra, okay? Being very diplomatic about any situation, all right? Just peacemaker, negotiating if you need to, all right? You get this side of the bed, I get that side of the bed during this fight, and, we will, watch The Witcher first, and then we'll watch Scooby-Doo after, because that's what you want to do. I mean, like, because remember what I said, Libra is a native ruler of partnerships and relationships, so that may be a big thing that's happening for y'all this week, okay? In terms of love at home, all right? It can also be career, and it can be any sort of partnership that resonates with you, all right? Like I always say, like, if you're house hunting right now, okay? If you're house hunting right now, you're working with a real estate agent, right? That's a partnership. That's a partnership. But in any case, I like that Queen of Swords is there, because it's almost like giving you this like clarity as well as you move forward through this week. Now, you did get the Five of Pentacles, Scorpio. You got the Five of Pentacles in the root of your spread. So there is a sense of, again, something is holding you back. I don't know what it is, but you got to explore it, okay? I think for a lot of y'all, it can be money related. I think for a lot of y'all, it can be something that has to do with money or wealth. There could have been some sort of recent loss, or this week, there can be some sort of loss. Again, it may happen around the full moon, which brings a lot of closure, okay? And it could also be relationships. Pentacles are our physical realm, okay? But there is something that is holding you back from moving forward in this happy, shiny way, all right, this week. And I already have a feeling you know what it is. I already have a feeling if you don't know what it is, you do feel something coming. It is one of those weeks, okay? Especially with Mars blazing forward in your subconscious. Oh yeah. Okay, so keep that in mind. The other thing is, remember how I said earlier, reach out if you need support. And this is even to like your spirit guides, wherever you find that source of strength. Look, these two people are so focused on their plight, they cannot see that they're literally outside of church. Okay? Look at the Pentacles. They're in the shape of an anchor. This is an anchor of hope. And they can't see it because they're so, they're feeling bad for themselves, sorry for themselves. They're really focusing on their pain and their loss when they have all this support around them, okay? So I'm not going to lie. This may be hard to hear, but it could be you also refusing it, okay? Refusing to seek that support. And the reason I say that is because not only did you get the Emperor and the Queen, just looking at your entire spread, but then also in your future, you got the Eight of Swords. Now, we call this the self-victim card. And so she put herself here. She put herself in this situation where she's surrounded by swords. She's blindfolded. She's bound. She's literally out of touch. Okay. So there is a sense of some of y'all that are going through something where it's almost like, I'm going to do this alone. I don't want anyone around for this. But I'm also going to be like not taking action toward it. You have to take action toward anything that you are going through that is could be really challenging. All right. Again, this is all happening. The Sun opposing Saturn with the full moon in Pisces, Saturn in Pisces, Neptune in Pisces. This is all in your 5th house. What brings you pleasure? Okay. Love, romance, family, children, procreation, self-expression, creativity, all of that's in the 5th house. So something along those lines will resonate with you, but there is something that you have to see, something that you can't ignore. Okay, you want to get to the point where you can take off this blindfold. Now, because it is the full moon, I am pulling clarifiers, or the full moon in Pisces. So okay, so you got the King of Swords and the Eight of Pentacles. So take that power back. Take that power back. Okay? Up here, unroot things. You need to unroot things because you see that you got the pair. Okay? You got the Queen of Swords and the King of Swords. Now, you got the King of Swords right after the Eight of Swords. Okay? I'm going to show you something. You see the Eight of Swords here? You see her feet are free? She can walk out of this anytime she wants to. You got this 2 weeks ago, didn't you? In your future, okay? So there is like that back and forth energy that's happening here. Now, that's why this is, I say we're all gifted free will. You can choose to ignore the things that you have to face. It's going to make it harder for you to, attract the things that you want. You can walk out of this anytime you want to. All right. Yeah, the King of Swords. Once you do, it's like you get all your power back. You get your superpowers back. Okay, you become, the Green Lantern or Deadpool, whoever's your favorite, right? Wonder Woman. But listen, King of Swords. I actually really love this because you can see, first of all, the King of Swords. A lot of power and authority of the King of Swords as well, but you can see he is the only king that looks directly at you. He has absolutely nothing to hide. He has faced all his truths, okay? He's faced all his realities. He's not avoiding anything, okay? That's what's putting him in this throne. He's very intimidating too. No one can hide anything from him, all right? Now, what's interesting, some of this is going to resonate for family for a lot of y'all because the King of Swords is Aquarius, all right? And as that is in your 4th house right now. So your domestic sector, home, okay? Home-related matters, probably actual home stuff as well, all right? Maybe you're moving, thinking of moving, but even still, or moving in with a partner, even still, or even family and children as well. But what I love about this is that the King of Swords, you can see that his sword is tilted. It is game on time. He is ready to strike. He is ready to strike any chance that he gets, okay? So when I say getting your power back, it's like getting your power back and then some. But you also got clarified the Eight of Pentacles. So it's putting you back on track to getting what you want, to fulfilling your legacy. The Eight of Pentacles, this is a hardworking dude. He's actually removed himself from the village to be laser focused, to really focus on building his legacy, reaching the finish line, okay? Getting what he wants. Again, a lot of work activity here. A lot of work, finances, money, all of that. But I want you to ask yourself, especially with all these swords, I want you to ask yourself what it is for you. What is it that you want to invest in? that is going to bring you that sense of enlightenment, right? Is it a relationship? Okay. Is it a career? Is it a passion? Is it a side hustle? What is it? Okay. You're going to be back on your path. That's really great. Okay. It's really great. And it's a lot of work. It's going to be a lot of like, really, this is, again, that whole learning process is coming up again. So keep that in mind. That is, it's a big thing here, especially with the Eight of Pentacles. I mean, like, none of these pentacles are manufactured. Like, they're all different. I mean, he's working on them one by one, heart and soul, blood, sweat, and tears. Really, like, nothing can stop me now. I'm not going to be distracted. It's like, you see the Karate Kid, right? That wax on, wax off to win in the end. I don't know if you didn't see it. I'm sorry, I spoiled the ending, but he went. Everybody knows. Come on, that's a 40-year-old movie. But it's really being just very zoned in and focused in what you want. All right, Scorpio? So let's get to your staff. Oh, gosh, I'm already way over. Okay, Scorpio, if you like this reading, it would be great if you like, subscribe, leave comments. I want to hear from you. Secondly, Scorpio, if you're a subscriber, thanks so much for being here. Y'all are amazing. I wouldn't be here without you, so I am truly grateful, and I really do appreciate it. So, Scorpio, yeah, you're going to be absolutely fine. You're just, you know what? If you can, you're going to be in your head. You're going to be in your head. After this full moon, you are definitely going to know what you want. At this point, you're going to remember what I said from the very beginning, from my August forecast. This is a month of breakups, shakeups, wake-up calls, breakthroughs. It's really like at this full moon, even during all these retrogrades, you really should have a sense of what you want. It looks like you will, but keep that in mind. This may be a very pivotal week for you. You've got the King of Pentacles here. I mean, hello, hi. So, the richest king, okay? Keep your eyes on the prize. Keep your eyes on the prize, right? Don't let anything distract you, all right? If there's anything you have to unroot them now. This is, all about abundance, but the King of Pentacles is a huge, protector. He's a provider. He provides for everyone in his kingdom, in his family, in his relationships, even for himself, okay? So wealth comes in a lot of other forms, too. It's not just money, but it's, knowledge. It's what resonates with you, but remember what I said, pentacles are your physical realm as well, all right? So really keep that in mind. It's almost like this is where you want to be, and this is the week where you have that breakthrough moment of clarity that's what you want. And you're going to do everything to get that, okay? You did get the Two of Pentacles, all right? So another Pentacles card. This is, it looks like that there is going to be some, you're going to have to figure things out. Isn't that what life is anyway? That's a big message coming through, is that there is going to be something where you're going to have to let something go during this full moon, something to bring that balance in your life. Remember, you got Temperance in the heart of your spread, okay? Now, in your external factors area, you got the card of imbalance, all right? The Two of Pentacles. There's a lot of imbalance in this card. So there could be a lot that there's this, he's the juggler, right? And so there could be something that's really fueling your life right now where it's making things a little wobbly, and you're gonna have to figure that out. Okay, you're gonna have to Jenga the crap out of whatever is going on and bring that stability so it doesn't come crashing down. But I'll even clarify that for you. Yeah. Once you do that, you're going to be 1000% fine. You got the Eight of Wands. This is all about everything just aligned. Look, the wands are completely perfectly aligned. All right. So everything aligning for you, your passions, your ideas, your goals, and career. Remember, wands are career. Speaking of career, enterprise, work related matters, you got the Queen of Wands. Okay. So it is clear as day here with the King of Pentacles and the Queen of Wands with the Eight of Wands in your external factors area. That's what you want. You want to be able to just get the things you want. That's all you want. The Queen of Wands, she's a magnet. She's a charmer. She is, oh man, people love her. All right. I say it all the time. Think about, Nicole Kidman, Rihanna, whoever, walking into a room, they can get whatever they want, like the Queen of Wands. Okay. You do see the sunflower in her hand, which has the full powers of the sun. I mean, we're talking, this is, you're going to get it. Or if you keep at it, you will. That's the difference, all right? Like, life isn't that easy. You have to go through these, challenges. But if you can stay focused, keep your energy high, really have that gratitude, and just stay focused on things that you want. Oh yeah. I mean, you got the Queen of Wands and the Queen of Swords here. So you got two queens, you got two kings, and now you got the Knight of Pentacles in your final outcome. All right. So look at this. You got the King of Pentacles and the Knight of Pentacles. So the Knight of Pentacles, now, I'm not going to lie, there is, with it being Virgo season, and Mercury in Virgo, even though Mercury is retrograde, it's making you rethink a lot of things in terms of your long-term goals. What do you want, right? How do I get there? This is all about like planting those seeds or seeds that you have planted already. And again, being patient enough to reap the rewards later, just like temperance. Remember, I said, enjoy the ride, enjoy the ride, enjoy life right now. The things that you want, they will come. Okay, and this is like triple downing on it. Okay, the Knight of Pentacles is Virgo. All right, and remember, I told you that the Sun Virgo, Mercury in Virgo, they're all in your 11th house. Okay, so it's not just your social network, but it's also your hopes and wishes. And so there you go. This is saying that there is something that you are going to be working hard toward. It could be very work related, especially with the Eight of Pentacles, the King of Pentacles, the Queen of Wands, who is like the entrepreneur as well, and the Knight of Pentacles in your final outcome. Eight of Wands here too. And then we'll just do a quick clarifier there. You got the Hermit. We'll do one more. And then you got the Nine of Cups. So when I say you're good, you're good. What time? How much time? Okay, so yeah. Do that soul searching. All right. So know what you want, and don't be distracted. Okay. What is that finish line for you? What is at the end of the rainbow? What is on your path to enlightenment? What do you want that's going to bring you so much joy? All right. So much joy and all this bliss and all this love and everything that, again, it's all about moving from the subconscious to the super conscious. Okay, now the Hermit, how crazy do that, do the soul. It's all about soul searching here. This is all gray and tarot's wisdom. Okay, but what I really love about this is I told you the Knight of Pentacles is Virgo. Knights are mutable, Pentacles are earth. Virgo is a mutable earth sign. The Hermit, he's Virgo. Okay, so, and then lastly, how amazing is this? You got the Nine of Cups. So you stay focused. You hold on to your intuition. You do that deep soul searching. You clear some, cobwebs from the subconscious, things that you need to let go. You are going to be 1000% fine. The Nine of Pentacles, the Nine of Cups is the Wish Come True card. Okay. This is a card of satisfaction. This is a card of I say it's a genie in a bottle energy. Look at him, literally sitting there like a genie, like granting you that wish. What do you want? What is going to emotionally fulfill you? You're going to get it, okay? As long as you do everything that I say. And this is a long reading. I know that there's a lot to consume here, but you're going to be 1000% fine. Especially because the funny thing, remember what I said? These two cards are attributed to Virgo. We're in Virgo season right now. And I said that's a big thing, okay? Sun in Virgo and then Mercury retrograde in Virgo. Really reassessing the things that you want. Really formulating that plan, knowing what you want, doing that deep soul searching, clearing, unrooting things from your subconscious to move forward, having this moment of clarity during this full moon in Pisces, eliminating things that no longer serve you well. Well, this card is attributed to Jupiter in Pisces. You're good. So, Scorpio, Wow, another long reading. You're going to get an award for the longest readings ever. But you know, it. I just want to make sure that you are doing everything that you can to face everything that you have to face, everything that you, all those, truths. And it's not going to be easy. You know, Sun opposing Saturn makes things like challenging, but again, you get rewarded in the end, all right? And I know that sometimes it's hard to go, face things that are deeply rooted in our subconscious and to just, really face those. So obviously, it's not like, I'm going to do this overnight. It takes time, but once you do it, look, again, you will be on track, and then everything moves really fast for you, okay? And then just remember, with Mercury retrograde, but also all these other planets retrograde this week, things may move a little bit slower than you intended, but you're eventually going to get the prize. Scorpio, you're amazing. Thanks so much for tuning in. Again, if you like this reading, it'd be great if you'd like, subscribe, leave comments. And if you're a subscriber, thanks so much for being here. Y'all are amazing. Next week, I do your monthly, okay? I do your monthly. So it's a very different month from August. And we are going to talk about that next week. Scorpio, I love you. I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.